everyone. This is Board Games and Bourbon, and I'm Glenn Flaherty, and I'm with my wonderful friend Rachel, who's a confidant and many other wonderful things in the world.
Thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You have a new game called Mint Control.
Yes, absolutely. We have Mint Control over here. It's actually, we released the announcement yesterday.
I saw it. That was pretty good. And you color-coded your hair again.
I love this. This is so much fun, and it's not even a normal color that people would have, so I'm still getting lots of people yelling down from far away. They're like, hey! It's really nice to be noticed.
It's amazing marketing, because everything, just like with the last one, purple.
Yeah, I had purple hair last time. Yep.
Super cool, super cool. Okay, so let's zoom in on this, and then we'll talk about how it works.
Sure.
All right, very good.
Awesome. Okay, so what we have here is Mint Control. It's coming to Kickstarter on 3/3. We're trying to keep everything nice and alliterative. We are delving into the world of area control. This is another design of Justin's, who did Mint Works and Mint Delivery. And so this is still kind of like expanding that world. So the idea is that these candy companies are now starting to vie for control here. The idea is that you have 5 influence tokens that would go into their coordinating spots. The first person to play all of theirs, it will be done. Like, that ends the game once someone has put out all of their influence tokens. Then what you have to do is see not who has presence, but who has control of a location by majority, and then they get those victory points up in the right-hand corner.
So let's take a look at what that means. So if I'm looking here, for example.
Yes. Okay. So say somebody places right there. They would pay 3 to do it. They would place theirs right there, and then each player would gains 1 victory point for each of those on there. So somebody's going to fight you for it. So say player red comes over, and now you don't have control of that. You have a presence there.
So it's an area control game, essentially.
Exactly. So this one, now nobody has control of that, and so nobody will eventually get that star.
Got it. And how do you get to place your squares on the board?
And actually, I'm looking at that. In this particular one, that is wrong, because it says each player gains a victory point for each. But in a standard, then you're going to, like, for example, if you were to come over to a real estate office and do the same thing, it wouldn't work that way. Whoever has the most, they would get the 2 points. This is, if you have a presence there and were to play a presence action card, this is what would happen. You would pay 3 to kick somebody out. And this is, if you get kicked out, this is your consolation prize, basically.
And what is that consolation prize?
So in this one, you pay 1 to kick somebody else out. It's a nice revenge tactic right there. So to begin the game, you're going to set up the map, and then you're going to pull out these 5 action cards. And the 5 action cards have a top and a bottom. The top is the effect that everybody does when anybody grabs it. Everybody does the top.
Okay.
So say
everybody, regardless of who grabs it.
Right. Everybody who grabs it, like for influence, everybody is going to pay to put an influence token down. But only the person who grabbed it gets the perk. They pay 1 less. Now, for example, up here on City Hall, you would pay 1 to put that on, and then you would own that 1, so you would have the 1 victory point. And it also says, anytime somebody plays the earn, you're going to, no matter if it's you or not, you get an extra mint. So if that person chose to play earn, they and everybody else at the table gains a mint. They get the perk of another mint, and they have control of this, so they would get a 3rd mint. There's nice combos that you can use, things like that. This is all, that's pretty much, you just learn how to work the control in your favor, but it's going to have that little extra that people have come to really enjoy in like Mintworks, where it is more of a, I'm trying to think of the words, like it's a gamer's part of the game. So like something that is going to have an extra meaty piece that a beginner wouldn't catch, because those are important to keep your interest as a replayability factor. So things like the lotto right here, you pay $4 to put it in, and then it gives you you pay $1 less to oust. But what if you oust yourself?
Oh.
You're making more money. But a beginning player is just going to think you can only oust other people. But there's an additional depth that I think a lot of people are going to think is really interesting in this. I'm super, super excited about this game coming out.
Well, thank you so much.
No problem.